Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel here to hear my hologram Ascension, kind of portal for Ascension, Galactic. Okay, we're going quantum, and today we are quantum leaping. Right, today is leap day, February the 29th. So and definitely, again, I feel the niche that the cosmic energies more and more they're being empowered. Especially those who came here to anchor and embody these energies of unconditional love and Holy Father, Holy Mother, the law of one, the cosmic seven law, and at the same time, you can see so many. Very challenging situations are happening, right? Challenging or traumatic, dramatic, so because the darkness, right, it's surfacing. It needs to be shown for what it is, so people can see it and recognize it, right? We need to acknowledge all that. We need to learn from that and heal and then transform these energies. We do the polarity integrations. Those are the starseed, the galactic warriors here in the Christos mission, okay, to fulfill the Palladorian covenant, which means to help those souls who ended up in Phantom Matrix, help them with their ascension, or at least partial ascension. I'm again dealing with military, right? The military section. And that's why I have the project for DARPA for veterans, for warriors in Christ. So instead of being a digital avatar, dark avatar, right, we need to become the warriors in Christ, the Christos Essene tribe or Templars, okay? So today we'll touch topic on the Cosmic Christos Dragon teachings. So this is going to be actually very empowering, but as you know me, I'll always dive into darkness. That's kind of what I do. We came here to plunge into darkness and really analyze everything. So we know, the guardians, the cosmic guardians of the Emerald Order, right? And of course the Crystal Star family, Andromeda. So we know where these entities are, the negative alliance, right, with their, and understanding the agenda, and of course talking about the controlling group, right, the Black Sun entities and the Belial group, right, this whole hybrid Anunnaki kind of Draco Nazi faction. So it's just very important to work with these energies. We're here in this dualistic world that has been unfortunately negatively polarized. So, and here, people came here, or to learn, to even understand, or some people are choosing, maybe they may be choosing darkness. The thing what also happened to me, right? You have all kinds of experiences, then you want to go back to God, to source. I don't need this darkness. I don't like the darkness. I'm going back to yoga, Ayurveda, and then I had that backlash from where there's the DARPA, right? The three-letter agencies. It was all military covered operations, the PSYOPs, right? The whole Men in Black thing. And it's just like, how come it's so... the vengeance. It's where's this all coming from with their highly advanced technology? How come this is allowed? And it's been allowed for so long. Especially it's the capture of the Orion, right? That happened 208,000 years ago. So these Orion Wars, we talk about 20 million years ago. In my previous videos, that was the historical timeline trigger events, right? Also, we talk about the leadership versus tyranny, the differences. Very also important here, article from Lisa Renee, the pitfalls of artificial and clone identities. Very important to understand that, especially when it's all about leadership and how to cleanse and clear the negative ego, and all this the cleansing, clearing needs to happen. Decalcify the pineal gland so you can see things energetically, because we are energies, right? We're energy beings, or spiritual beings having human experience. We're sound, light, frequency, vibration. So the disclosure communities, right, that's mostly we're teaching how to read energies and who is who, right? Instead of like naming all these individuals there, well, so sometimes maybe we can recognize the bodies being possessed by negative reptilians, right? And people are naming and, pointing fingers, while those either who see energies or who have these kind of interesting experiences with those negative aliens, and we kind of know where they are, right, hiding extra dimensionally. And of course I was hooked to the Internet of all things, and I have all kinds of nanobots, nanotechnology. I represent the new star hybrid human races. Okay, so we need to start seeing things differently, energetically, because that's where the truth is. You cannot fake energies. Energies are energies. You just have to learn and recognize how to read those energies, because the whole history, right, and this whole, it's all mind controlled. I mean, it's all is based on lies and deceptions and false belief system, and we've been all here dumbed down and put on in amnesia, right, under the draconian amnesia, and we all been here in extremely low frequency vibrations. The matrix, right, is run by AI and is showing us who we are not, and it's constantly taking energy from us. This is a vampiristic system that we ended up, right, or even paying taxes, right? I have here now, I have to pay car insurance and all this stuff just to get me going, running, and all kinds of things also happening at work, right? People chatting, all this gossiping, oh my goodness. So you gotta be the column of light shining bright, right? This is kind of my work that I do, and override these energies. So this is the Aqua Portal Transit. Let me see, do I have the let me see. I was just going to show you these beautiful, powerful energies, actually, of Holy Mother that we are receiving. Let me see. Where did I put the overriding pillars here? Oh, is it? Yeah. Okay. So I work with the override pillar from Kashmir, with this beautiful blue goddess energy. So like I said, we have to be the column of light shining bright and constantly rewriting or overriding the energies of the archons, right? The energies of the agenda of those negative aliens, the energy and the propaganda of the the controlling group, right? And all these psychological operations, especially in the military, right? Because they have highly advanced technology, like the CRISP technology. So there's lots of things that needs to be studied and kind of put into awareness, because all this secrecy and the secret societies of the negative faction, actually the true secret societies were for us to exit the low 3D realm, because it was all about reading Bhagavad Gita, yoga, right, Ayurveda, understanding energies, how to heal yourself organically. So that was the true real occult, that was supposed to also it was implemented with this new Atlantis here in America, Goddess America or Goddess Columbia, right? So, and it was all again hijacked, and it was infiltrated, and we all been pretty much programmed or brainwashed. And then, the whole agenda after World War II, right? All these experimentations on human population here in the United States, starting with the Project Paperclip, and then, of course, with all these secret treaties with Zetas, right? Trading highly advanced technology for humans' genetics, with all these, genetic labs all across the globe, especially now you see the Ukraine or, in Israel. They just wanted to secure all their tunnels to establish the new world order, right? And so many people, unfortunately, when you get this, and especially in the military, everybody gets this, so they're all hooked to the Internet of all things, and this needs to be addressed. And so I'm helping my cell groups, right, who ended up in that negative structure in the military, extremely damaging. They damage your DNA, your bioneurology. They hack you. They put all kinds of nanobots with a Nazi Neuralink, right? And then you just become a robot there, and carrying agenda of those negative aliens, right? And again, people see it even on WikiLeaks, right? You can see physically what is happening, but then you hear these voices of those the power elite individuals. You don't see them, right? Even this movement, right? The letter 17. You're welcome to read the latest newsletter from Lisa Renee. How this all been infiltrated as well, because I know, I understand, like, people want to start something good, maybe they want to fight the cabal, and they want to expose things and put those guys, either in prison, or they want to even give them death toll. But we're energy, and we're dealing with negative aliens, extremely rogue and extremely advanced, with their black hole technology, psychotronic weapons, directed energy weapons, okay, red wave frequency, black cube technology, guys. So I understand where humanity is going, and they want to get it right and things like that, but the ego is not going to help us anywhere. Ego, it means the darkness, the unawareness about the true history, right? And then of course I have experience with those negative aliens, how they the vengeance, how they want to destroy you, how they how they operate, how they totally damage this body. So I have all kinds of experiences here in this dimension, right? Those are the volunteer souls. So we always compare things energetically. So when I again read the latest newsletter from Lisa Renee, I just had a confirmation from the deepest layers of my bone marrow that this is what I've been dealing with, right? And so very important to embark on your journey and start really studying yourself, and healing yourself and loving yourself and being forgiving and just being compassionate, because we all been traumatized through all these Atlantean cataclysm or Lemurian massacre, and then the Essene massacre. So that's why let's go to this teachings of those cosmic Christos dragons. Very important, because next time I'll be diving more into a little bit, it's very actually unpopular topic, right? About the self-fragmentation, about the negative ego and all the self-defense, and how people are on all these drugs and they have addictions, but they want to rule and control and manipulate. But it's, the entities, or, the negative ego, right? Which is the reptilian consciousness that is controlling those individuals. You have to be in control of your triggers. You have to be in control of that negativity, or learn how to transmute it through inner alchemy, right? So that's why, I'm being trained here. Very, testing is very challenging, or, it's testing me, like interesting, events that also I am going through. This is for everybody, guys. Everybody is on their own individual journey. We're all being tested, right? And everything is now accounted for. Everybody's responsible. And now with the cosmic energies, so again, I wanted to show you these beautiful energies from cosmos, right? Let me see, the mother energy, the Qatar energy, mother energies, this all coming online, right? These beautiful energies, the plasma, crystalline energies from the cosmic sun, right? We talk about the galactic sun that is fusing with the earth sun. This is all happening, guys. So these beautiful, this is the chalice of cosmic mother, sacred sound of the God seed. So the crystalline waters, right? I mean, when I go to the beach, I see or feel the ocean, right? I hear the sound, and oh, look at the sun is different. I noticed a difference in the sun when I was in New York 2018. I said this is not the sun that we used to have, right? So things are changing cosmically, galactically. And here I was mentioning the aqua portal transit pillar, guys. So these are these beautiful structures. So those who work, with energy, the grid workers, star seeds, and so on. So these beautiful pillars or transit stations being established for those souls like children who've been, traumatized, who've been raped, who've been tortured for the adrenochrome harvesting and things like that. So, these beautiful energies, more and more. That's why so many things are being exposed, because these cosmic energies are here helping those beautiful souls to exit, right? And they get their healing on that, with their spiritual family on those astral or etheric planes. Okay, so remember that soul continues. Here I talk about the 13th gate, right? I talk about the 13 dimension, the mother arc. Talk about the other that's I'm helping my the veterans, my soul group, right? How to transit, or how to kind of heal from that shadow kind of government, from that shadow military, the dark avatar, the digital avatar. And she was working with these aquamarine energies, Holy Mother, Divine Mother, and also with the Emerald Order, right? Emerald Order, Emerald Covenant. So I'm working with these energies, help them to detox and deprogram, and how to heal from those alien implants, right? Very important, because they ended up in electrostatic bodies, in black goo. And so some of these races, like I very much connect with the dolphin energy. Someone told me like, oh, you have a dolphin intelligence and things like that. I very much connect. So those used to be aquatherian races, guys, in Gaia 7D Earth, the Hyperborean energies, and they, of course, they were hunted down or massacred. We'll read about it, we'll talk about it. Just kind of showing you that we had the energies actually of the two sun, how people used to see the blue, two rainbows, or like two suns and so on, because the entire cosmos is being restructured, and so many things are being transpired on planet Earth, and Mother Earth, Mother Nature. And so this is the humanity and unity, right? Where the soul siblings, or the twin flames, the twin rays, they're meeting together, because those codes, the God codes, are coming down, right? We're being inundated with these cosmic energies for us to heal and to finally reunite and be in communities with ETs. We are the ETs with extraterrestrial capabilities, with technology for healing, for transformation, healing the ocean, the planet, healing ourselves, our mind, our emotions, right? Again, connecting to our true spiritual self, who we truly are, remembering who we truly are. So these energies are here, and this is the galactic sun. I just wanted to let you know, guys. So this is the energies that I work with. Lots of blue energy, blue flame, blue ray, indigo warriors. So this is let me see, the Aqualacia, or the blue rainbow sun. Okay, so this is the energies that I've been I'm kind of working with, or I'm embodying these energies. And of course, I come from the core of the universe, which is Andromeda, which is already like 16 dimension up to 21 dimension. So this is, the structure that I work with. And, in order to build a house, or like a new earth, or like your new community, or you're working on a project, you have to first work on the blueprint, like the blueprint of the house, right? The design, and just, you have to have it perfectly, like geometry, like you have to be perfectly designed, right? Like mathematically, you have to know the numbers, the angles, and your first floor, second floor. You need to also know the ground, the basement, right? And so on. So this is what the galactic, the cosmic beings, this is what we're working on, this the new blueprint of the new earth, right? Bringing these gamma ray frequencies, the cosmic energies here, we're embodying it, right? Somebody has to be the column of light shining bright, and somebody also has to represent the tree of life, the Katara grid, right? Because we've been here like in extremely low frequency dimension. And for what also happened to me, so those are the anti-particle chakras. You have the 8th and 9th dimension. So this is your sacred heart. This is your 8th chakra, and this is your 9th chakra. And especially if you're a super soldier, or the Marines under MIC, DARPA, and so on, this is how you get. They target you. They hack you. they hack your DNA, right? And they desecrate you, and they kind of destroying your energy field, your chakras, your aura. And you have also with the crucifixion implants, right? We talk about the alien implants, how they damage your energy field and so on. And then these guys, they found themselves in the electrostatic bodies in the fallen tree of life. So this is what happens. This damage is being done, so-called recruitments, right? In a military, their initiation, and it's through sodomy, through black magic, and through rape, right? And total abuse and violence. So this is kind of path I chose. I volunteered. This is not easy. Can be very kind of traumatic, and it also very complicated. The addictions actually are can be also controlled, manipulated through the AI. The AI, people don't understand how the AI is so it's complex, how it's so highly advanced. So you have the robots, they can dance, they can do shuffle dance. Robots, they can diagnose you. Robots, they're working in a car factories. And it's just only $1 or $2 that that's where the money is being, right? That's why here in America, this is almost like a third world country. I grew up in a third world country, so I can compare it, right? So it's going deep within, doing the inner work. This is the only way to go through that divine spark within that sacred chamber of your heart. There's an altar you can go each and every day and meditate and ask for forgiveness and really start loving yourself, loving God, loving creation. And that's how you are raising your frequency vibration, right? You're forgiving, you're invoking the violet flame, you have the 12D shielding, right? The unity vibe and so on. And this is how you're healing yourself and exiting the phantom matrix, and you become then the warrior in Christ. Okay, and you're being divinely guided. So again, this is part of my project, my protocol, my curriculum, yanakalai.com. You can find all my creations, or however you want to call it, everything kind of I went through, and then I had to heal, and I had to study all this stuff, where it is coming from, the newsletters from Lisa Renee, right? That's what helped me tremendously. And then again, going back to yoga, Ayurveda, right? I was supposed to be an assassin. I was supposed to be a robot, or they turned me into transhuman, or the whole transhumanism, transgenderism. I was just supposed to be some kind of AI slave or sex slave, right? So no, thank you. I have a project for you, right? Those who participated in the damage of this body. And time to rehabilitate, right? Deprogram, time to rewire the subconscious mind, and it's through bioregenesis, right? And through forgiveness, accepting the Galactic Codex, right? The law of grace and the law of one, right? Because we're here bringing the cosmic order here, and so everything's under the cosmic law of one. So Emerald Order, Emerald Covenant. Okay, so this is again for the power elite, for the echelon, right? For DARPA, for black magicians, here for the cabal, for the Illuminati. For Draco, I would say, also for the Mossad, who were part of the Jews who were hybridized with aliens, and you call them Zionists and so on. Some of these families, individuals, right? They're actually under black magic. They're under spell. They've been extremely tortured. They're violated. They're blackmailed, and they're constantly being bribed, and so on. So it's not easy. Even though they have access to all these mansions, or to all this money, they don't have a life. They may have a private jet, but they don't have a life, because the Nazis, or the controlling groups, right? The Belial group, or the black magicians, the black sun entities, right? They're the ones who are kind of telling the elite, or even the Rothschilds, or the Rockefellers. Some of these actually, the body is being possessed by the reptilians. Actually, the soul, the original human soul, is not in that body. It's pretty much a clone or drone. So that's why very important to read those energies. That's why, you know, the star seeds, we're here for the disclosure, and that's like teaching humanity, or you know, introducing project being humanitarian for my soul group, right? Because, you know, they ended up in that pit, in dark hole, right, running the metatronic reversals, right? We're here in a phantom matrix where everything is upside down, nothing makes sense, everything was in reverse. Now time to go forward, right? Feel your inner strength, build that inner core, right? Be the warrior in Christ. And that's how we overcome, you know, through walking those energies of love and faith and trust and grace and gratitude, and loving God unconditionally, right? Love God with all your heart, mind, and soul. So let me go back to my original intention. I wanted to talk about the, you know, this beautiful Christos dragon teachings, right? Even the teachings of the Essenes and of the Nazarene Christos teachings, okay? And so those were the esoteric mystery school teachings, originally sourcing from the Emerald Founder records. Okay, and it was all protected by the ancient Celtic church. It was the first formed upon the earth many thousands of years ago. And those were the remaining Azurites survivors. So Azurites, some of them actually with the 48 strands of DNA, 48 dimension, or the blueprint, like here we talk about 12, or where the Oraphine 24, right? And it was from of the Hyperborean electric wars on Gaia. So there was 7D Earth Gaia. And so these Christos, those were in those Christos missions. So the team, they were travelers, okay? And they were operational portals of the Stargate system near the Irish Sea and North Sea. And so the Christos mission teams, they brought their knowledge of the Cosmic Christos Dragon teachings and entered island chains in the North Atlantic Sea located between Scotland and Norway, and many settled throughout the northernmost tip of Alba, which is Scotland and Hibernia. So the Azurite line of ascended masters on the Christos mission came to teach and guide the angelic human tribes in order to help them rebuild their civilizations after the Ice Age floods that caused global catastrophe, and to take an inventory of planetary damage to assess the ground conditions for future rehabilitation missions. So that's been going on for thousands of years. So the humanity, they knew about the Law of One. See, they knew that's how the humanity was taught, or they were told, right, about the cosmic sovereign law. That was the true esoteric teachings, or the true esoteric mystery schools, right, where they were aligning with the Law of One. And so the Christos mission directives was to teach and guide humanity in alignment to the Cosmic Christos Dragon teachings, which later they were known as the Celtic Church. And there were no actual buildings and temples, because it was the way, right? It was connecting to that inner Christos. It was to connect to your personal Christ. It means to meditate, right? Doing the meditation. So many people, they don't know how to connect to their heart. And I can see even at work, right? People are working so hard. I mean, they have families and they kind of shove it, right? They don't want to, you know, that's just, I can see what is the walls of separation, the fragmentation, the compartmentalization, even on that humanity level, because I'm dealing with military, right? And especially, you know, the Marines, and I'm also dealing, you know, with the DARPA and the power elite. But I can see how people have a hard time to connect, right? To connect to their heart, or to bring their soul back online, because of all these levels that they're hiding in that unconscious, or, you know, of course the subconscious is all this programming, like, oh, everything is okay, or I'm working, I gotta work, I have to go to work, right, and pay taxes and pay bills, and I have to take care of my family, and I have to buy food, and of course they enjoy their vacations. It's just people have a hard time to talk about themselves, okay? So self-talk, right? PTSD time to heal is recommended. Journaling is very much recommended. You know, it's just This is the journey, the hero's journey, guys. We all have to dive deep within our hearts and figure this out. We need to start remembering who we are and rediscover ourselves, right? It's life, it's a mystery, it's a journey, really, who we truly are, and again become the masters of our energies, of our flow, of sacred geometry, of sexual energy. Instead of, so if we don't have control over it, right, if we don't recognize it, acknowledge it, and then we're being controlled, we're being manipulated, and then all these triggers and all these hidden stuff or all this dark stuff is hiding even within ourselves, and people get triggered, or people have addictions, right, or people start gossiping again, like at work, and they really don't know what they're doing. So God forgive them, as really they don't know what they're doing. Because once you start doing this inner work, transformational work, and through inner alchemy or invocation of the violet flame, or prayers, meditation, going to nature, you start releasing yourself from all these negative vibes and all these negative thoughts and old belief system, old habits, programming, the mind control, dogma, right, the miasma, all these attachments. We're in this world but not of it. Okay, the kingdom of heaven is within. So these are the teachings, right, that the humanity knew about thousands of years ago, and it started with the ancient Celtic church. So due to the Christic and holy nature of those who were on that Christos mission, right, their outward appearance and behavior reflected the highest qualities of human mankind: ethical conduct, refinement, and intelligent nobility, which many thousands of years later led them to be referred to as Aryans. So you see, even the word Aryans was hijacked, right? Because the word Aryan, that means that you're respected, you're a compassionate teacher, and you lead by an example, and you are self-actualized individual. So that's why yoga, right? Union with the divine, 8 steps of yoga. And how to even control your breath, or how to work with breath, how to expand your, not only consciousness, but expand your lungs through conscious breathing and being mindful, right? So we came here again to be the masters of our energies, to be the leaders, the cosmic leaders, right, of this galactic new golden age in Aquarius, with our galactic sun coming online, plasma ray frequencies, okay? So the Cosmic Christos Dragon teachings, right? So it was brought here into this lower harmonic universe, right? Timelines by 7D. That was the 7D Earth by Hyperborean spiritual families. And then, of course, it was after the Luciferian rebellion, and again after the Atlantean cataclysm, to help preserve the angelic human sacred teachings of the Law of One. So again, we're here to preserve the teachings of the Law of One. So maybe next time we also go over the 13 principles of natural law, how to work with energies. What are you emitting? What are you transmitting? Or what kind of energy are you receiving? It is really your energy, or you're receiving somebody else's energy. That's why God's sovereign free boundaries, right? So 12D shielding, unity vow, unity meditation, everything on my website, yanakalai.com, under about, okay? And so the Law of One holds the information describing the genetic records of the 12 Essene tribes, and gives details about humanity's true historical origins and biological ascension capabilities. So activating your DNA, right, from carbon-based DNA into crystalline DNA, guys. You really don't need all these other devices and, all these machinery and machines outside of yourself. You're the spaceship. You're the starship. You're the star being, right? So again, you're just doing the inner work, transformational work, purification, cleansing, energy hygiene, cleansing, clearing the ego, very important, and really facing the darkness, right? Clearing your closet, going through your stuff, or cleaning your bathroom or your garage, and look at the refrigerator, the pantry, right? And just kind of being more conscious, aware each and every day, what are you transmitting, emitting, what kind of people are you meeting, right? And then, just you be the column of light shining bright, all these blessings everywhere, transformation everywhere. You can see in the entire store, or you can see the entire town, right, in that violet flame, and just bless each and every individual, right, through the heart connection or soul connection. So these are the capabilities that they were given to us or to humanity from this Christos founder races, the solar dragons, kings and queens, the solar rishis. And again, I deal with the portal in Kashmir, right, in Himalaya, Tibet, Nepal. So because we came here to override the structure of those black magicians, right, that they were misusing and abusing the highly advanced technology, and they infiltrated the mystery schools and the teachings of the ascended masters, especially the Tibetan masters, and then Aleister Crowley with the OTO, Ordo Templi Orientis, right, has nothing to do with the true teachings of the Essenes, of the Templars, of the Freemasons. Okay, so you have to understand the structure, the knowledge, the wisdom, and then the energy, right? Because we're energy, we're 99.9% energy, 0.1% matter. And the Celtic Church held the specific knowledge of achieving the embodiment of sacred hierogamic union to evolve into a cosmic Christ, which is to unite and marry the inner gender principle throughout the creation and bring the celestial music of Christos Sophia from the heavens into the earth, right? So the divine masculine here, you're the right side, and the left brain, right? Or the divine feminine, right? This is the left side with the right hemisphere of the brain, right? How you're doing the inner work, and through transformation, transmutation, and facing the darkness and doing the cleansing and energy hygiene, you're bringing these energies into that 0 point divine neutrality, right? And that's how we're ascending, raising the frequency vibration, and how we are exiting the matrix of the inorganic AI, doing the inner work, transformational work. All the tips you can find on that Guardian Ascension protocol, my website, yanakalai.com. And then, of course, these beautiful portals, the Christos mission, right? They were anchoring these energies or these frequencies into the earth. And it was in Europe, Portugal, Spain, France, Italy, Greece, Turkey. Then, of course, it went to Syria, or Turkey, Syria, Israel, and North Africa, including the Canary Islands and the Azores. The Azores used to be Atlantis, right? Thus, all of these regions, they hold the energetic imprints and physical evidence of the migrating Celtic church tribes that were prevalent in those areas before they were targeted for massacre and driven out by the native aliens. Preferred genetic lineages that were modified and groomed to hunt down the Christos lines. So those were very powerful, the Christos Essene Templars, or the monarchy or the royalty, right? They were massacre the individuals, and they were capturing them, modifying their DNA, grooming them, and then they themselves, the victimizer, they're the ones that are hunting the Christos lines. So that's what I saw in a military, right, in my cell group and so on, like the Marines, and it's like, oh my goodness, like what's happening, the black goo in that black box programming and so on. You are you're of that Christos lineages, you have the Melchizedek lineages, also of that gray line lineages, right? Some of the very powerful, like the Nazi, the hybrid Anunnaki Nazi, those are Pleiadian faction. You have still the DNA of the Holy Mother, Divine Mother, and you're involved in Satanism and the genocide stuff, whether it's in Israel or in the Middle East, very powerful portals there, right? So because I was just like, well, trying to decipher everything, what is happening, right? So those are the children of the Jews, let's say, during the World War II, right? They saw even their parents being killed. And then they were taken by the Nazis, right, to those Niburian military bases or Moon, Mars, and they were groomed, right, their DNA damaged, right, and now you can see them in a higher positions, military, high-ranking military officers, politicians, their names is changed. Their date of birth, right, birth certificate is being changed. So unfortunately, these children or these individuals are already born in families, or what happened to their ancestors, right? It's it's distorted consciousness, and they don't know anything else. But now, because their DNA is being restructured, maybe some of them are remembering who they truly are, and they want to stop the agenda of those negative aliens. They want to stop that cycle, right? So it's time for them just to kind of, humbly to accept what happened to them, and accept the Galactic Codex. And they need to start seeing the consequences of their actions. So that's how can start healing themselves, and how are they repairing all this stuff and correcting everything, bring everything right side up. And somebody has to hold the structure for them, right? The energy, the container for them to do so, right? So constantly targeting me and harassing me. And, I'm not, I'm here holding that energetically, even though I have a physical body. I am energy. I identify myself more with the sacred geometry and energies, not with the physical body. And the guys in the military, right, everything physical, or they want to have a sexual affair and all this stuff. I'm here to help you to heal sexuality and help you to heal from that mind control, so you can free yourself, free your mind, free your senses, open your third eye, and become the spiritual warrior. That's what I'm here to do. And we have a contract, right, agreement also with the Ashtar Galactic Command here, the ground crew, right? And I have the platform for you, I have the project for you, and for DARPA, or for my soul group, for the power elite, for the veterans, for the high echelon, and the black magicians, those who are the dark heads, right? And even for the Q, if you can read the newsletter of Lisa Renee, and she's talking about the whole psychological operation, letter 17, right? So we have a project for you to heal, to finally free your soul so you can live your life. And so that's why we talk about the cosmic law evolutionary edict, right? So justice will be served. So constantly hiding behind the cloak technology and in a spacecraft on the moon, Mars, right? Time to be spiritually active, time to start healing yourself and meditating. And it's just like, also the male, right? Because I have a female body, I have a womb, I am XX chromosome, so the XY kind of chromosome, right? They also, even lots of females to women, right? They want everything external out there, right? All is within you. The kingdom of heaven is within you. So you need to start reconnecting, right? The tapping, the emotional freedom technique, and so on. Or you can, like I show you some detox, right? There's all these detox protocol that you can do, and how to rewire your subconscious mind, positive affirmation, chanting, right? Invocation of the violet flame. So I've been talking about it for so long, and hardly anybody is either interested, or hardly anybody is watching it. Even I can see my Rumble account, there's a video like showing like how many people are watching it. And then I have a part 2 on that suppressor parasite entity, and like nobody is like, there's zero, number 0, like nobody's watching it. You guys, you can't, what's the word? Time to heal yourself. You cannot be constantly judging and pointing fingers, right? Like, people are pointing finger, these are the Rothschilds, and they need to be, same thing, the cabal, the elite, that, oh, look what the people are doing, or, what the star seeds are doing. Like, everybody's like pointing fingers. This the archonic deception, right? The divide and conquer, and control and manipulate, and that's fine. Like, we're doing it, but at the same time you have to do your inner work, spiritual work. Otherwise we're not going to go anywhere. But then space dust, no memory being recalled, right? I'm talking to those negative aliens, or the black magicians, the power elite, because the karma is unfathomable. I mean, the criminal activities, the crimes against humanity and angelic humans. At the same time, we understand horrible things were done to their DNA, those who were of those Christos lineages, and they were hybridized, and they were groomed, and they were tortured, and they were raped, and all this stuff, right? Is also still propagating. Those guys, they are teenagers, they're joining military, especially MC. I could read it, their aura energy field. I'm like, you're my soul group. You're supposed to be the Christos Templar. You're supposed to protect the Holy Land, to the true Israel. And now we're dealing with those proxy wars with the proxy Israel. What happened? The whole black magic. So, time to be brave, right? The word pussy, like, oh, you don't want to, you're a pussy because you don't want to embrace your shadow, or, you don't want to deal with the darkness. That's time to be strong. That's what the strong spiritual warriors are, especially those guys who were so tortured, who were so violated, but stay true to themselves. Those are the true spiritual warriors, even though they're not amongst us. But we talk about the mother energy, the portals, how they're being taken care of, the souls, right? The souls need to transit. So lots of healing work is happening. Also the Native Americans, right, with all this dancing and helping heal the land, and helping with those souls who are stuck in those astral planes, right? Very low frequency, the earthbound spirits, just helping all the souls entities to finally reach the source, reach the light, so they can be freed. But also we are freeing ourselves as well, because so many people have possession, so many people have addiction, so many people are, we've been all mind controlled, right? All this negative ego everywhere, right? And then people want a disclosure, people want a justice, and all these things. You have to work on yourself. This is your duty. That's your responsibility. That's a 100% must. Kingdom of heaven is within. We're in this world, but not of it. Know yourself and be free. So this is individual journey. You're on your own hero's journey. So that's kind of, there's just so much, guys. The Cosmic Christos Dragon teachings, right? Those Celtic Essene groups from Hyperborea, they were the progenitors of the original Nazarene Christos teachings. And they were preserving the knowledge of the original Diamond Sun Templar locations, male and female Christosophia lines, historical angelic human genetic records for Earth, while the Mother Earth, she was under dark siege. Thus, sadly, the ongoing covert genocidal agendas to eradicate these lineages that hold records. They're holding records of the Celtic Druid Grail bloodlines, have a long history of repeated campaigns known as the Celtic massacres and Druid sacrifices. Many of the Celtic Druid Grail bloodlines identities were adepts of the Celtic church that became pharaohs or kings in the ancient times of the Mediterranean and Middle East. So you see some of these kings and pharaohs, they were of this Christos Essene lineages. They were very powerful, the Celtic Druid Grail bloodlines. And guess what happened to them? As a result of their spiritual power coursing in their bloodlines, right? And some of them, that's the Red Shield, Rothschild. Look what happened to them. Their family names, likeness, and legacies were stolen by the NA hybrids to be repurposed into imposters and clone identities, in the military arena, political arena, and so the entire infrastructure, right? In order to end all these secret societies here, especially in the US, all this Satanism, Luciferianism, right? To obfuscate who was who and confuse the inhabitants through the accounts given in the historical written records. Well, let's finish here because it's already, oh my goodness, I can talk forever, but we can continue. But this is my point, guys. Very important to read the energies and also being stuck on those names. And those are the Rothschilds and those are the Rockefellers, okay? We are tracing things energetically. You have to understand the energy behind it, the story, the agenda of those negative aliens. And also how the names has been hijacked, right? And the secret society, but there was something else I wanted to say and I forgot. Very important to work on ourselves, right? Work on ourselves so we know and you know, read the energies, because you know, now everybody's responsible. Like so many people, like I said, they want a disclosure and they want to point fingers, but you have to understand the true ancient history. And you know, we're tracing, oh, that's what I wanted to say here, this whole political arena and how we live in the world of the effect. It's time to be the cause. It's time to be the true leaders. It's time to really remember who we truly are. Time to be pure. Time to be innocent. Time to bathe in God's glory, the eternal light. Remembering your eternal nature. You're timeless. You're limitless, right? Remember who really created you. The cosmic Christos founder races, the solo dragons, kings and queens. Many blessings. Namaste. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.